JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, illegal gun recovered in St. James, teen and a man arrested. A teenage boy and a man are in custody in connection with the seizure of an illegal firearm and several rounds of ammunition in St. James on Saturday. The police report that about 9:30 p.m., a team was on patrol on Kings Street in the parish when the minor and the man were seen walking along the roadway and acted in a manner which aroused their suspicion. A search was carried out, and one Browning 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 10 9mm rounds of ammunition were taken from the waistband of the teen, according to the police. They were both arrested and taken into custody. Their identities are being withheld at this time to facilitate further investigations. Man dies in bike crash. A young man succumbed to injuries received in a motor vehicle collision on the Temple Hall Main Road in St. Andrew on Sunday. Dead is 18-year-old Carrick Coombs of Steel Road, Golden Spring in the parish. According to the police, Coombs was riding his Falcon motorcycle behind an Audi motor car about 12 midday. Both vehicles were reportedly traveling towards Lawrence Tavern in the parish when, upon reaching a section of the roadway, the motorcycle collided with the right side of the car. The police were summoned, and Coombs and his pillion were assisted to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead and the passenger admitted for treatment. Investigations are ongoing, the police said. Hanover records decline in murder rate. 6 persons have been shot, 4 fatally, in the parish of Hanover since the start of September 2020, while there was no incident of shooting or murder in that parish for the month of August 2020. In another incident, gunmen fired at a house, causing the occupants who escaped unhurt to have to flee their home. Against this background, the police have stepped up their operations within the parish while giving a commitment that they intend to see to it that 2020 ends with fewer incidents of murder and shootings than 2019, in keeping with the trend where 2019 ended with fewer incidents in the parish than 2018. As at September 10, there were 22 murders in the parish, while there were 31 at the end of 2019. Just to say that for the month of September, we have not started all that well, but the month of August was a very good month. We had no records of any incidents, shootings or murder in August. It was a good month, Superintendent of Police in charge of Hanover, Sharon Beeput, reported at the Hanover Municipal Corporation meeting last Thursday. So far, the figure to date is 22 murders, and last year we ended the year on 31. So we are not doing badly, and we have 3 months to go, October, November, and December, and we are sure that we are not going to reach the 31. We are working hard on that. We want to end the year with a decrease. We have done it for the previous years, and I'm sure we can achieve that, Beeput stated. She said the shooting incidents in September took place in the areas of Greenland, Richmond, Middlesex, and Sandy Bay, adding that the police have instituted operations in the troubled areas to put a cap on the situation. She argued that the quick and meticulous action by the Hanover police has led to one of the September shooting murders already being solved and 1 9mm pistol recovered. Superintendent B. Put outlined that the Hanover police have deployed a 90-day crime reduction plan, under which a no-tolerance approach is being taken to many issues within the parish. She mentioned that several motorcycles have been seized by the police across the parish, noting that motorcycles have been prominent in several law-breaking matters. I get results. Voss hits back at critics over cabinet appointment. I've faced Darrell Vaz has shot back at critics who have questioned his appointment as Minister of Science, Energy and Technology. Vaz, who is not completely new to the role, having served as Minister of Telecommunications and Information in the Bruce Golding administration, said that he was ready for the task ahead. I have a very simple saying: don't listen to the noise in the market. Watch the sales. Watch the sales. In this case, the sales is a performance, Vaz said after Sunday's swearing-in ceremony held at King's House. Regardless of what has been said about me, orchestrated or not, there is one thing that is indisputable: the energy that I bring to the job, the fact that I get results anywhere I go. Among VA's top priorities are addressing the vexed issue of poor telecommunications services experienced by customers and the constant complaint of high electricity bills directed at the Jamaica Public Service Company. Then, of course, we have the whole issue of the digitization, which is a big priority for this administration. What is most important, based on the inherited situation and the perception as it relates to the ministry and the agencies, is to come with a sound board of people who are competent and well respected in the industries across Jamaica, Vaz, the Portland Western Member of Parliament, said on the issue of the scandal hit Petrojam. Vaz said he will address any unresolved issues as soon as he gets clear policy directives from Cabinet. I am here to work, and I am here to ensure that I take the confidence that has been invested in me by the Prime Minister and by the Cabinet, Vaz said. Leeroy Williams is new mayor of Montego Bay. Councillor for the Montego Bay North Division in St. James, Leeroy Williams, is the new mayor of Montego Bay and the chairman of the St. James Municipal Corporation. His appointment comes following the resignation of Homer Davis, who was elected Member of Parliament for St. James Southern in the general elections on September 3. Williams, who had previously served as Davis's deputy mayor, was appointed during a special sitting of the corporation at the Montego Bay Cultural Centre in Samshop Square in the city. The sitting was held following Davis's formal resignation from the municipal corporation. Williams's new appointment is in line with Section 19, subsection 3 of the Local Governance Act of 2016, which states that in the event of the death, resignation, or disqualification from any cause of the chairperson of the council of a municipal corporation, the deputy mayor shall forthwith succeed to the office of chairperson and shall continue in office for the remainder of the term of the chairperson. Richard Vernon, councillor for the Montego Bay South Division, was elected deputy mayor. He defeated Dwight Crawford, councillor for the Spring Garden Division, after the 14 councillors present for Sunday's meeting gave 8 votes to Vernon, in contrast to 5 for Crawford. New Minister of Agriculture, keen on attracting more young people to the sector. The to-do list for newly appointed Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, Floyd Green, includes having more young people take up farming as a viable business, a stronger agricultural research and development framework, and an increase in the island's agricultural export offerings, providing assistance to fisherfolk and equipping them with tools and skills to improve their livelihood are also on the books. These objectives form part of the minister's top priorities as he takes over the reins as a full cabinet minister. I definitely want to see more young people incorporated. I want to see a stronger research and development framework. I want to see our educational institutions, especially tertiary, moving from research into putting things into practice, out in the fields, out in the sea. I think it is very important, and I want to see an expansion of our export market. I want to see export growing, he said. Speaking at the swearing-in ceremony for ministers on Sunday, September 13, at King's House, Green said he is very excited by the opportunity to serve and is honored and humbled by the appointment. The minister said he is aware of the numerous challenges facing the sector, given his previous role as a state minister, and also from the difficulties faced by the farmers in his native parish, St. Elizabeth, one of the country's most productive farming parishes. We have to find a way to get more youth to come into agriculture and fisheries, and we have to make it easier for people who have a genuine interest to get a pathway to come into agriculture or fisheries. So one of the things I want to do is to ensure that the information is at their fingertips. They know how to, and that they take a business approach when they are going into agriculture or fisheries, he added, noting that research is also going to be critical when it comes to innovation and driving technology across both agriculture and fisheries. Green said strengthening the research and development capabilities is certainly a key priority for the ministry. Another priority area for him and the administration, he said, is the welfare of fisher folk. The reality is a lot of our fishermen are going through difficult times. We have to have a program to help them retool, help them deal with the impact of climate change. help them to do deep sea fishing. Those are some of the things we are going to be focusing on, and outside of that, it's just about trying to grow the sector, the minister shared. Green said that with COVID-19 impacting the lives of Jamaicans and the threatening food security, agriculture and fisheries have taken on added importance. So we have to continue to work with the farmers, work with the fishermen, and ensure that we give them all the support that they need, he noted. Pointing to the new supplementary estimates, he said that an additional $1 billion has been allocated to agriculture, and from that, some funds will be used to assist the fisherfolk with retooling and also to provide farmers with machinery. Green also said he'll be paying attention to storage and distribution as well as imports. One of the things I want to do early in the day is to look at our regional import of agricultural produce. Most of the agricultural produce are protected, so you have to get a waiver to import, which means that there is not enough supply, so you have to look externally. If we can raise our production level for those specific things across the region, then I think we will be well on our way to ensuring that agriculture gets the sort of resources that it needs, the minister said. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.